Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel Wake Up Bright, where I share all of the things that help me live each day a little brighter. I'm April Lauren and I'm on a journey to lose 200 pounds. This is my 9-month weight loss journey update video. 9 months. That's a lot. It's a lot of months. Many months. Let's go ahead and dive right in. March has been my best month, not just for weight loss, but for everything. The best part is I feel so strong, calm, accomplished. I'm impressed with my own self, and that makes me so happy. Let's talk March goals and tactics. In March, I wanted to, fitness-wise, I wanted to increase my 1 mile by at least 90 seconds. Like I wanted to beat that time by 90 seconds. And then kettle hell and my cycling for 10 miles, I wanted to beat each of those by 30 seconds. I did that. Plus, I finally walked a mile a day for the entire month. I'll put a tag to the video that I did on that if you're interested. But walking that mile every single day, and I walked more than that, but I was outside for at least 45 minutes. Most of you know I am doing 75 hard. Walking outside for 45 minutes a day has refreshed and recharged and just ignited this love and passion for life. I feel invigorated, and while there has been highs and lows throughout this month, overall it's like every day when I take that walk, it's like a reset, and I appreciate and am mindful of the blessings and the beauty around me in a different way. So for all of fitness, I give myself an A+, and I have not given myself an A+ on anything. The entire journey. Nothing but A+. Now, the food aspect, I did better this month food-wise than I have this entire journey. That's why like March is great. March has just been good. So I am mostly just monitoring my calories, and I have been tracking, which is also on the food to-dos, like on my tactics list. And I have done such a good job tracking this month. So I've done a good job tracking, and then I have stayed around my caloric range. The last 2 weeks, I have been closer to the 2000 than to the 1800, which I would like to get back to the 1800. However, with this weigh-in this week, I also wonder if potentially I wasn't getting quite enough calories. So, and I know some of you are out there being like, you're eating too much. You should do this, and you should do that, and you should do this, and you should do that. But I think that we all should do what we feel we should do for our own bodies. And that goes for like what I say that I do, or if I'm sharing things that you could do. Like, it's just a suggestion. Like, we should all think critically about what's best for our lives and our bodies and move forward. And anyone who definitively says that you should do anything, you should approach that with an extreme level of criticism and thinking. Anyone that tells you you should or should not do anything, you should really evaluate what they're saying and internalize it and decide if that's tracking for you, because it's just important. It's important that we all don't get caught up in the whirlwind of challenges, even doing, 75 hard like I'm doing, not getting caught up in what other people are doing, but focus on what brings us peace and what brings us progress. So that's my soapbox moment, hopefully, for the video. Let's move on. So, oh, I didn't grade it. So food wise, I'm gonna give myself an A, a solid A, which is by far the highest I've ever given myself in this category, because food is my worst category. I'm the most inconsistent with food. This month, food has not been that big of a struggle for me, and I think I have taken the idea of tracking everything on my phone and doing it in a composition book has been extraordinarily beneficial for me. I don't know what it is about phones, but logging into apps, it stresses me out. My phone stresses me out. Sitting down and writing things out in a composition book does not stress me out. Like writing what I ate in a composition book doesn't stress me out. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm this way. It's kind of weird, but it is me. And that was an answer. So finding what works and then what works for you when trying to do what works for you. That's a little weird way of saying that, but anyway, I think is really important. So for me, I know I need to track my food. I have to, but I also need to not feel imprisoned by that, and writing it down in the composition book is a solution for me. And I also like it because I feel like it's scalable. I think I will need to track what I'm eating for a long time. Not forever, but for a long time to be successful with weight loss. I'm just saying, doing it this way feels freeing to me, and I like it. I talked way too much about that. Let's move forward. Onward and upward. Okay, so habits and routines, I gave myself the lowest score, and I gave myself an A-. The reason why is when I listed the routines that I wanted to work on, I really didn't do that great on any of them. I did not consistently go to bed at 11 and wake up at 7. Nope. I did that maybe like twice. I maybe did it more than twice, but it's a very small percentage of time. However, on the flip side, I did consistently get enough sleep. I don't think there was a night that I got less than 7 hours of sleep. Maybe once, but I think for the most part, I got like 8 to 10 hours of sleep, which is a lot. And I'm very grateful for that ability to get that sleep and have that recovery. The more I sleep, the closer to that really I wouldn't say 10 hours. I don't think I slept 10 hours the whole time, but when I get to that 9-hour mark, I always feel like my body wakes up the most changed, which is weird. But this month I have experienced change overnight. Like, I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's not massive change, but it's like I wake up and I'm like, oh, your face looks slightly different. Like some things shifted while you were sleeping. Oh, like this part of your body has less fat. Oh, this looks like just little changes, but it's like that happens when I sleep. And when I hit that 9-hour-ish, for me, is when I see that. When I sleep less, I'm more fatigued and I don't see those changes. They still are likely happening, but I don't see them. So anyway, so my point with all of this chit chat is the actual list, I didn't really hit my routines and habits. I'm a terrible housekeeper. I've been trying to think of solutions to make myself be better. I have a few ideas. I'll share them in another video, but I'm just I hate cleaning. I think everybody hates cleaning. It's one of those things you just have to do, but it's like if I'm making myself do one thing that I don't want to do, then other areas of my life fell. And what I love to do is work. I like working. Working is my favorite thing to do. It could be chopping down a tree and moving it to like the other side of a yard, or mowing the yard, which I need to do. And I love doing that, but like doing the dishes, I don't know what the switch is. I don't know why it's so hard for me, but I hate it. I hate dishes. I don't like mopping. I love some vacuuming. Don't know. I'm gonna stop because I'm weird and I know it. Let's go ahead and dive in to all of the things all of the things that I do to track my progress. Let's weigh in. So this week I lost 2.3 pounds. I'm so excited. I am down to 303.1 pounds. I'm so close to 300 and I'm 0.3 away from 50 pounds down. I mean, shouldn't we just round up at this point? Just kidding. So next week I am definitely tracking to be 50 pounds down. I'm so thrilled. So happy. So just to recap, that is 303.1 pounds now, which is a little over 137 kilograms and a little under 22 stone. So I am 49.7 pounds down, 22.54 kilograms down, 3.5 stones down. So 3.5 stones down essentially. And I am pumped. Let's look at my measurements. Measurement wise, I consistently lose inches, but it's more everywhere. It's like I'm losing weight everywhere. And if there's a spot on my body that I'm losing weight, I feel like the least, it's my stomach. But I can see so much difference. I can't wait to show you guys the progress photos. So this month, I lost a little bit off of my neck. I lost a little bit off of my chest, my waist, and my hips. So total, I've lost 1.5 inches off of my neck, 3 inches off of my arms, my chest 5.5 inches, my waist 11 inches, my hips 10.5 inches, my thighs and my calves stayed the same. So I'm down about 5 inches from both of my thighs and about 1/2 inch from my calf. So, and I still don't know why I only provide the one side. Maybe I should start measuring. I think at this point though, like since I've always only done the one side, it would be weird, but let me know in the comments down below. Should I include the left side? It is progress picture and video time. I love this part. So this is the end of month 1. So I have lost about 12 pounds at this point. The first month is the month I lost the most weight. March is the second biggest loss. So I lost 7 pounds. I pretty consistently hit in the 6s. Occasionally there's like a 5, and then, December was December. So, but this is that before. I just don't even look as happy. I thought I was happy, but I don't look that happy in this video watching it back. This is now, and I just feel like I look like a different person. I know like it hasn't been that dramatic of a change yet, maybe to some people, but when I look at the before and the now and the way that I feel, it's so very different. And what's so interesting is that it's all been slow. So at first thought it doesn't seem that different, or even first glance, but then when I really think about it, like I live life like a different person. I'm so much more free now than I was 9 months ago. And that is such a huge blessing. It makes me so happy. One thing that's a little different this month compared to past videos is I did size down in these leggings. These pictures are my favorite part of sharing my weight loss journey. Not my favorite part of sharing, what am I trying to say? When I do these videos, putting together this specific like collage of pictures always is my favorite. It's like until I do this, I don't see the difference. I don't really see the difference month to month until I upload these videos and then I create these collages. So I love seeing the progression. Like I said, I did size down in the leggings this time because my 4X were dirty, and it's time to do that. I'm not going to wear the 4X forever. And so eventually they're not going to even stay up. My hope is they don't even stay up and sometime sooner rather than later. But it just amazes me, the changes in my body. It's like my weight distorted my body, my frame to a degree, and it's kind of going back. You can see, like, I guess when I look at the past photos, it's not that I feel like I've done a good job at not being sad in my before photos because I'm grateful for her. I'm grateful for who I was, who I am, who I will be, for all of it. But I was in pain. I was in pain most of the time. I was thinking about this while I was doing my walk yesterday. I'm like, I couldn't even stand this long. It hurt for me to stand and wash dishes. I had to take breaks from washing dishes, and now I can walk miles without breaks and no back pain. It just and I feel like you can see that in the pictures. I can feel like I was weighted down, not just by excess weight, but with pain. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my progress. And again, I didn't use any before pictures, like before. All of the pictures are at the end of the first month, just because it's the same outfit. There's really no other reason than that. But, yeah, I just feel so much better. I feel better. I feel good. And that's amazing. Now it's time for my non-scale points of progress or measure. We're starting with kettle hill, and kettle hill I improved by 2 minutes and 48 seconds this month. So I was at 14:06, and I will link the videos for each of these non-scale points of measures above, just so you can click on those if you would like to. But kettle hill it felt good. Everything feels good. My 1 mile for time felt so much better. This is last month's. And I improved my 1 mile for time by 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Again, I'll link that video up top, but I just look healthier. I feel like I look more powerful for sure. And yeah, it's just awesome. And then going forward after this month, I will be including the 3 miles for time. I don't think I'm going to keep doing all 4 points of measure. And then I also have been thinking about doing a video specifically on things that feel different now, like just a whole non-scale victory video, like things that I've noticed over the months that have improved. And let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see that. 10 miles for time. This first time I did this, well, it was the second time I did this, but when I did this last month, I did not think I was capable. I didn't think that I was going to be able to do it. It was such an emotional thing for me, and I literally gave everything that I had. And so I cannot believe that I improved by 2 minutes this month. That overwhelms me. It overwhelms me that I improved my time by 2 minutes. It's amazing, and I'm very proud of that. And I look forward to blowing past my numbers next month. So probably not going to blow past them. It's okay if I don't. It's okay. Whatever it is, it's okay. I am just so excited about my progress, y'all. It makes me so happy. I want April to be as awesome as March was. And I did add 1 metric for fitness. So let's just go ahead and dive into what I want to do going forward. So what I want to do fitness wise, I want to start timing my 3 mile walk. So now that I know that not only can I walk 3 miles, but I can walk 3 miles in 64 minutes, I want to see if I can do that faster. And that is something I will always do on a track. So I left most of my fitness goals the same. I want to improve my 1 mile by at least 90 seconds. I want to improve my cycling, my 10 miles by 30 seconds. And I also thought about, instead of improving my 10 mile by 30 seconds, improving the distance I go within 30 minutes. So I'm toying with that idea. I'm not doing that this month. This month my goal is still to reduce the time by 30 seconds, and the same with kettle hill, which I will just do on the track. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited about my fitness goals, and then also adding that 4th metric, which is the 3 miles for time. Next, for the food goals, I literally left them the exact same. I want to eat within the same caloric range. I want to drink water. I want to track my food, and I'm leaving the food section exactly the same. So March to April will stay the same. As far as routines and habits go, I decided to do the same. I just left them the same. My goals really aren't any different. Now, I do want to finish 75 hard strong, and
I have thought about doing some other different things like a Chloe Ting challenge. I'm not gonna do a Chloe Ting challenge this month. It's not going to happen. I really thought that I might. I even thought in March that I might start one that would finish in April, but I'm not trying to do that much right now. So I'm not trying to mess with my schedule. The Natasha Ocean's program was a 10-week program, so it will end about the end of this month. So we're just gonna continue forward. Boring as it is and monotonous as it is, I will continue forward on those two categories the same. Really, I mean, all of the categories are almost the same, so that's okay. I feel the best that I felt this month, that I felt my entire journey, and I'm thinking, why mess with something that's working? So that is where I'm at, and I hope that you don't compare your journey to mine. At the same time, I hope that things that have worked for me maybe help you on your journey. Giving ourselves grace and having patience for the process is so important. Like, we're not going to be perfect. That's a given. We're not perfect, so nothing we do will be perfect. And just working with yourself throughout your journey and continuing forward, that's the biggest thing. When we mess up in life, especially in a weight loss journey, so many of us, specifically myself, I've always fall off. I fall off the track that I'm on. I get lost, and it takes me a while to meander back to the right path. And the best thing to do where weight loss is concerned is if you stumble and you fall, well, dust off your knees and continue forward. It's okay. It is okay to mess up. You just need to continue forward. So I love you, and that applies to whatever journey you are on. Maybe you're on that 5K journey, or you're writing a book. I haven't heard from, there's at least one person that watches my channel that has wanted to write a book and commented that. So I don't know where you're at. I would love to know where you're at on your book writing journey. But whatever your journey is, whatever your goal is, whatever you're trying to do, give yourself some grace, some room for error, and just continue forward until you get there. You're gonna get there. I'm rooting for you. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for helping me make March my best month yet. And I love you. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your week, and I will see you next time.